Welcome back, folks. I have a very intense gameplay of the M18 Hellcat for you. So this is one of my favorite vehicles in the game. It is one of the 3 bosses of tier 6 before the super nerf. So the KV-85, which is originally the KV-1S, the Hellcat, and the FE-304. These 3 vehicles were the bosses of tier 6. But then came patch 9.0 or 9.1 and they got super nerfed. So KV-85 was originally the KV-1S with a D25T at tier 6, basically one-shotting most tier 5s and tier 4s, and it's super fast, has decent armor, yeah, nerf. And the Hellcat has good traverse back then, better reverse speed, better dispersion, so you could play this thing like a medium, but now it's still good, but not as crazy as before. So right now I'm trying to help out my platoon mates with VK3601H. As you can see right there, I was weirdly positioning my ass towards the enemy because the Hellcat doesn't have armor. If I get spotted, I will be shot at, but I want to use the forward speed to run away faster. Doesn't work out well because there's no gun depression at the rear, so we'll have to make do with the side armor. But in this matchup, as a bottom tier tank destroyer, you have to play a little bit more passively. Let the heavy tanks go in front of you, and the Hellcat doesn't have armor, so you cannot go hide where the UDS-03 is hiding at the top. Also, notice that the minimap, the right flank is open. There's no medium tanks on our team, only AMX-12T, and he's by himself against a T-71 and Skoda T-40. So, yeah, he's dead. So right now I'm telling the artilleries to run away in a second, but we have no right flank, so we need the artilleries to shoot at the heavy tanks. I need the artilleries to survive, but I'm also in danger of the T-71. He has a 6-round drum. It's a 76mm, so it will clip me and I'll be dead. So not only the artillery are in danger of the T-71, I'm in danger as well. So I'm telling the artillery to fall back, but they don't listen. So I'm switching to APCR at the bottom for the next shell. So this will help me deal with the heavy tanks, but also more importantly, the APCR shell has a better shell velocity. So this will help me aim the shot and lead the shot to shoot this T-71. He's a major threat to artillery as well as myself, so I'm trying to shoot him as quickly as I possibly can, but it's a fast little target, so how the hell did that shell not hit him? Oh well, but right now you may think that, oh Sam, you're shooting gold shell at a light tank, you scum. Not really. I need the shell velocity to shoot at light tanks, so it's more about the shell velocity than the penetration right now. But how the hell did that shell miss? So the T-71 is a major threat. Big threat to me, big threat to artillery, but okay, I'm getting shot at by other tanks, so I'm trying to shoot this guy. Reverse speed got nerfed, so reversing got sucky. I got shot by one of the artilleries. Used the med kit to save my crew from the stun, but thankfully T-71 is dead. So I have a better time dealing with heavy tanks than dealing with fast vehicles because the gun traverse speed. And yeah, I get bursted. So I can outrun the heavy tanks. I can outspot the heavy tanks. I cannot do that to light tanks. So that's a major reason I'm justifying using gold shell against light tanks. But you'll see the reason. It's an important reason. So right now we're dealing with a little bit more heavy tanks. The OHO and the KV-2 in town. There's a Hellcat hiding somewhere in the middle of the map. So be patient. We have artillery. Artillery will deal with the heavy tanks. Just stall as long as I possibly can. So be patient. We have the gun depression. We have the view range. I have the binoculars and camo net. So it's not easy to spot me and outspot me. So here's the OHO. Jam a shot into his side armor with APCR. So that's good, but he has a derp gun. Same goes for the KV-2. Okay. We have a knocked out IS, but At the view range, I can constantly spot. AP shell will deal with the KV-2, but not as much with the OHO. So be patient. Now take a look at the map. We lost the T-32, so I have to fight off the flankers, the flanking heavy tanks, the KV-3 and the T-150 against our T-29. So good shot to the KV-3. Here's the T-150. T-29 is reloading, so I have to aim this shot. There we go. Deal with him, but here is the OHO. Now I suppress my fire right now because I cannot penetrate this guy. No way. 200mm of slope armor at the front against this 90mm gun. You're not gonna pin. So passive scout right now. The Hellcat is coming. He will proximity spot me. So be patient, telling artillery to shoot at him if I can. He has seen me. He points his gun towards me. I reverse just in time before 6 cents comes alive. So takes 3 seconds for 6 cents. But good job to our UDS on the opposite side of the hill, shooting at these targets. So that's nice, but the KV-2 is aiming at us. He missed, but at the view range, artillery. So at least I did not get nuked. At least I did not get nuked by artillery, because Hellcat doesn't have armor, but that's half my health gone, more than half of my health. So alright, the UDS is pushing towards their artillery, and we're trying to fend off this UDS-03 with the T-29. But I thought to myself, it's a UDS, so if he's engaging the T-29, I have a better time of flanking him and just circle strafing him, because the Hellcat is like a medium. It was originally like a medium back then, but you can still play this thing like a medium if you can with a good crew. But trying to help out with this T-29. So pushing up. But I think he got spotted. Yep, he got spotted. So the Swedish tank destroyers are very good at defending, not very good at attacking a position. So yeah, T-29 got caught, and he did not spot the UDS because the camo rating. So our UDS is pushing towards their artillery. I'm trying to see if the UDS will go and help out with their artillery, so otherwise I'll be caught out. I'll be dead. The UDS has a stock gun of a 90mm and an upgraded gun of 105, so he will one-shot me. So I should not go charging in and spot their GW Panther. Took him out, so less artillery for me. But right now I thought to myself, the Swedish tank destroyers are very good at defending, and that's their biggest weakness as well. They cannot attack a position. They have a hard time adjusting towards a target without spotting them first. So after they spot, they have to switch to siege mode, and in this time they will be spotted. They will be outflanked and circle strafed. So their biggest weakness is the siege mode, which is also their biggest strength. So they're very good at defending. They're not very good at attacking. So I thought to myself, let's out-camp the Swedish tank destroyer. He has to attack us in order to win, and I have to jam 3 shots into him. He has about 700 health, so that's 3 shots from my 90mm, whereas he will one-shot me. And yeah, alright, but let's play who's the better camper, who's a better ninja with the Swedish S-Tank, or Proto S-Tank. Actually, the UDS-03 is a modification to have a smaller S-Tank. Already talked about this, but he spotted our artillery, and our artillery telling us that it's about the top of the map. So I'm waiting at this position to see if he caps. But if he comes at us through the forest in front of me, I have the speed downhill to circle strafe him. If he goes towards the cap circle, I'll shoot him. If he comes from the bridge, I have the speed to go down the hill to run away faster, and he has no time to adjust into siege mode to shoot at me. So that's the plan. But they have artillery. It still will hurt if he shoots at us. So camping there is the UDS. So I caught him. I spotted him. And let's go pick him off. So right now I'm thinking about using the bridge as artillery cover. But I need to jam 3 shots into him, and he can only jam 1 shot, I'll be dead. So from the muzzle brake, that's the 105. So even though the 90mm will still hurt, both guns will one-shot me. So there's the artillery shell, quickly save my crew. He will probably bull rush me, so I have to Matador at this position, shoot him on the move, keep moving. He has no time to adjust. It's basically fighting a bull. And you have the circle strafe, you have a turret, you have the speed to circle strafe him. And we have to outrun the artillery now. So serpentine. But yeah, that's how you play against Swedish vehicles. They're very good at defending, not very good at attacking. So they're like a bull. They can charge you, but it's very hard to shoot the gun on the move. Even harder than the ELC AMX. So yeah, they can charge at you. You can just dodge them like a Matador, and therefore they're dead. Just circle strafe them. And I was using the hill to help me with the elevation as well. So they could circle strafe. You can circle strafe them, but they could get lucky, turning their hull around and shooting at the same plane into your vehicle. But if you're on a hill, if you have another dimension of adjustment, it's a lot easier for you to run away faster. So rather than 2D, you're at 3D, moving up and away in a circle. So that was the game, or the play of the game. Circle strafing at UDS charging at you with artillery shooting at you. Thankfully, the nerf to artillery saved me slightly, but it took away like 56% health at the beginning, so asshole. But yeah, that's how you outplay vehicles. So knowledge of the game, knowledge of the vehicle classes and their strength is very important for you to succeed success in World of Tanks. So yeah, that was pretty intense. So right now I'm trying to see where the M44 is. He can still one-shot me. I'm still low health, but he is at about 5% of health from my teammates reporting. So there he is. I spotted him, 5 health. So he hasn't spotted me, but I think he has 6th sense. So he's running away. I don't have the gun elevation to point up, but he does not know where I am. So right now we're going to artillery hunt because there's no more time left on the clock. I need to kill this guy in order to win. And besides, he can just basically blind shot into the cap circle to stop the cap. But yeah, let's not deal with that. Let's use the view range, the speed, and the camo to our advantage. So M44 artilleries have no view range. They can only shotgun us in the town, but I have the view range. I don't really worry about that. I have the speed as well, so it's not like a heavy tank looking for artillery. So that was pretty intense fighting the UDS, but super stressful match. So there is the M44. Tried to shoot through the wall. I missed, but he did not spot me, so he probably noticed that he got spotted again. So there we go, and he's out. So finally, but that was difficult, stressful. And there you go, folks. One of the most intense gameplay of the Hellcat for me, and most stressful because you're bottom tier, you're trying to carry the team, but holy crap, a bunch of knowledge about the game will help you in the long run. So knowing the armor, knowing the strength and weaknesses of various vehicles basically helped me carry the team as well as the map positions. But this match pretty rough. So as you can see, 3,276 damage dealt in a tier 6 vehicle, but I missed a few rounds, mostly with the T-71, so it fizzled out. The APCR shell hit the floor, hit the ground in front of the T-71. Disappointing, but I tried to lead the shot. As you can see, it's a different way of using gold shell. I'm using the gold shell not for the penetration, but for the shell velocity. I want to lead the shot, but with the AP shell, it takes longer. So that's one essence of using gold shell. a part of it, but usually you use it for the penetration. So this was during the 5X weekend for July 4th. So basically I got 1,620 XP times 5 with the bonus of personal reserves because I was grinding tank rewards missions. So 12,223 XP total, and with the premium account as well. Oh, free premium day. That was the gift for July 4th weekend. But one of the most stressful gameplay, but I think this represents one of the essence of playing World of Tanks. The usual gameplay of World of Tanks is like 50% losses, 50% wins, but out of those 50% wins, 40% of those are just like whatever, mediocre, and you're playing with your teammates, you do average damage, you get carried, or you just basically rolls along the battle. But for those like 5% or 10% of the time, you do your best, you carry the team, and the gameplay result is tremendous. You get like 1,700, 1,900 XP out of the normal about 900, 1,000 XP range, and it feels really good. You get a Pools medal, Bradley Walters, Kolobanovs. Pretty sweet, right? So that's the essence of playing World of Tanks. It's not playing like feel crappy about artillery, feel crappy about matchmaking. It's the essence of the 5% that's super intense. You carry your team, you feel very good at the end. So I think it's worthwhile for those 5%, even though it's not as frequent as the getting lost by 50%. So, oh well, but you take some, you get some, it works out. So thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.